Hi, Aletha here with Create Your Future. Today I would like to talk to you about inner conversations and how to control your inner speech and why it is so vitally important and what role it plays in the outcome of whatever it is your heart is desiring to manifest. But before we get into all of that, I do have a course out, Manifesting a Relationship with an Age Gap. So if you're a person in a relationship where there is an age gap, this course is perfect for you. It's going to outline for you exactly what you need to do, how to create the world around you that you want to experience in this relationship, not just with your partner, but with your family, friends, and strangers, so that everyone is celebrating with you and supporting you in this whole love, wonderful, beautiful thing that you are experiencing with your partner. So check that out because I know it's going to be of great value to you. And if you know someone who is going in the middle of or in the midst of, or contemplating a relationship where there's an age gap, this video, this course will be of help to them. You could recommend it to them. That'd be really cool. All right, coaching, one-on-one. I love to coach one-on-one. I totally, completely love it. It's my passion. If you need a cheerleader or you need someone to be accountable to, you need someone to vent with, you need someone to give you guidance on what to do and how to manifest this thing that you desire so deeply within your heart, then I'm the person. I would love to help you and talk with you and listen to everything you have to say and then give you some really good support on what it is that you can do to create the world that your heart's desiring. Now, back into inner conversations and why they're so important. Our inner conversations can be a real pain, right? Sometimes it is so hard to stay on what it is our heart's desiring with the kind of conversation that's going to manifest into our lives the things that our heart's desiring. But you see, it's really very important because our inner conversations literally are a part of the whole creation process. What we think and say to ourselves gets pushed out of us and then is reflected back. Neville Goddard says this, it's very, very cool. Observe your inner talking and remember your aim or your goal or what it is you want to manifest. Do they match? So look at your inner conversation right now and what it is that you want to manifest. And is your inner conversation this very moment in line with what it is your heart wants to desire? Observe that. Make sure you know. And because do they match? That's important. He goes on, does your inner talking match what you would say audibly had you achieved your goal? So inner conversation really needs to be in line with whatever it is you're desiring. You have a goal of something you want to manifest, but your inner conversation must be totally in line with that, matching that. The individual's inner speech and actions attract the conditions of their life. Where you are in the inner world is what you are in the outer world. You put on the new man whenever ideals and inner speech match. You become the thing that you want when your ideal of whatever it is you want matches with your inner conversation. In this way alone can the new man be born, meaning that can you manifest what you want? So our inner conversation is vital. And the problem is our minds often will counteract what it is we want. It will say, but you don't have that. You'll look at your 3D and the SP is saying something that you don't want to hear and doing things you don't want to experience and you're not together. And so the 3D world is very conditional. But we're not going to stay in that conditional world. First of all, it's only a reflection of our past thoughts, right? And it's conditional. It's based on everything having a condition. And you're not conditioned by anything because you are the operating power of your world, the operant power of your universe. No one has any free will in your universe. They all must conform to your thoughts and feelings. What you think they think, they're thinking. What you think they're feeling. So it's all up to you in what your world turns out to be. So you get to make a choice. With my inner conversations, Am I going to stay in the old story of what the 3D is showing me, or am I going to move into and focus and give all of my attention to the new story of what I do want, which is back with my SP, or making all that extra money, or having perfect health? It can be anything at all, whatever it is your heart is desiring. There's always one or the other. You're either in conversation that is going to hurt you, continue the things you do not want, or you're in a conversation where it's going to benefit you and help you and pull you out of the place you are now into the place that you want to be, shift you from the old story to the new story. And it's not always easy, because again, our minds want us to say, yeah, but he's not there, but he's not there. And then we have those thoughts. So then what we do, we start feeling feelings of, I don't have, I'm hurt, I don't have, I want to cry, and I'm sad, and I'm bummed out, and my mood sucks. All because of our thoughts. Now, you have to force yourself, basically, to choose one or the other. You're either thinking thoughts that are going to benefit you, or thinking thoughts that are going to continue the hurt and the pain that you're experiencing right now. So you have to choose. When you get a thought, okay, so you decided you're going to stay on your inner conversation. You're going to stay on a good mental diet, and you're going to only think things like, my SP loves me, wants to be with me. My SP chooses me above all else and over everyone else. My SP always prioritizes me. He's always kind and loving to me. She always puts me first above everything and everyone. You can say that, or you can allow the 3D to influence you, condition you, because the 3D is a conditional realm, and you can allow that to condition you to say, but they're not here. They're with someone else, or they're just not here. And they said they didn't love me. They said they don't care. I feel sad. I feel hurt. When you look at the two and you think about this, okay, look at when you are saying the negative stuff. How do you feel? You feel like crap, right? When you look at the new story that you want, and you're saying inner conversations that are in alignment with that they do love me, they do want to be with me, they do need me, whatever it is your heart's desiring, what kind of feelings are you feeling? It changes your perspective. It changes your mood from not having and feeling desperate sometimes to having and feeling joy and elated. And it gives you great hope, because you know that your thoughts create. So whatever you are saying to yourself right now in your inner conversation, you are predicting a future event in your life. It will show up in your 3D. If you're walking around still saying, I'm alone, I don't have my SP, then you're predicting your future. If you're walking around and having this conversation going on in your head that my SP is here, they love me, we're having breakfast together, we have this wonderful life together, then that's also predicting your future. So which future do you want? The not having or the having? Of course you want the having. And that is why it is so vital to really do everything in your power. You have the power to not allow yourself to go down that spiraling negative road of not having to having, and staying on that. And it's not down, it's up, it's joyful, it's wonderful. Well, when we say, well, it's so hard to stay, I get so tired, I get so frustrated, I'm so overwhelmed. Well, I wrote some intentions for you. Okay, number one, the old story. It's so hard, I'm so weary, I am drained, I am overwhelmed, I can't do this anymore, I am done, I want to quit, I'm a failure. All right. That is looking at the 3D and thinking that you are conditioned by the 3D, and you're stuck. You got to live there. That's it. You know, and even if you went out and you tried to talk to your SP and turn them around, it probably wouldn't work. Okay, so you feel desperately sad and alone. All right, that's pretty dismal. Let's move into the positive. The positive is, instead of it's hard, it's joyful. We're talking about the law of assumption that creates anything you want, that everything is always possible to you, that you are the operating power of your world, that you're an infinite being, that you're never a failure. You cannot be a failure. That's not possible. That you're just being conditioned by the outer world saying that you are, by standards that, why live by standards that something else, somewhere else created? So you're not with your SP and that makes you a sad, lonely person. No. You are with your SP and it makes you a happy, joyful person who's always in that person's company and you love it. Here's my positive ones. Okay. So from hard to, it's joyful. I'm so encouraged because I know behind the scenes, everything is working out in my favor. Instead of it's draining, it's energizing. Instead of it's overwhelming, it's such a wonderful adventure. And so much fun manifesting the things that I desire into my life, into my world, through my inner conversations. I mean, I can make myself as happy as I want to be by what I say to me. And then let's see, I'm done, I can't do this, I want to quit. It's so easy and effortless. All I have to do is just tell myself I have what it is I want. To just make sure that I continue reaffirming that. And that I'm a failure. No, I am victoriously living my life the way that I choose in its entirety. Whatever it is my heart desires, I have. I am a victor here. I'm not at all a victim. And then another thing that I do, or you could choose, is I am encouraged because I know that I have the power to manifest anything my heart desires. And the only thing holding me back is me. And the only thing that I'm doing that I can switch up is how I am thinking. If I'm thinking thoughts of loss and not having and ruminating over all the things that happened in the 3D in the past, remember, it's not real, it's a hologram. If I'm doing all that, then my life feels miserable. But all I have to do is reject all of that. I don't have to live as a sad, sick, sorry person. No, those are just emotions that come with thoughts. So what if I change my thoughts to, and my inner conversation to things that I want to experience, that I am a very happy, joyful person and I'm living with the love of my life and we're committed to one another and we have this wonderful, joyful relationship. Always, you can choose what it is you want to experience, and that your thoughts right this moment, this is so key, your thoughts this moment, the conversations going on in your head right now are predicting what your future is going to be. They will show up in your future. So if you think, well, it's taking so long, check your thoughts. What are you thinking? Are you thinking that they'll never change, they'll never come around, that they're with someone else and it's impossible? Because if you're thinking that, then that's what's going to keep showing up. But if you're thinking, you know what? The law of assumption works. I am a creator. I know what I'm doing. I'm staying on my mental diet. And everything that my heart desires always manifests into my life easily and effortlessly. And I am staying on a strong mental diet so that my inner conversations, you see, you have to draw a line in the sand or build a wall between you and the old story and the new story, okay? I'm not going past this line. I'm not going past this wall. The old story, I'm letting it go. The new story, and I'm okay to let it go. It's not going to harm me to let it go. And I'm not thinking about it anymore. What I am going to think about, what I am going to talk about in my head isn't what used to be, what happened. I'm going to talk about in my head what my vision is, what it is I want to experience. I have a vision of being married to this incredible person, and we travel and we go places, and we have plenty of money to do all the things our hearts desire. We have children, whatever it is you want. I have this perfect health that I can run and jump, do whatever my heart desires. You stay in that vision with your inner conversations, with that dialogue going on in your head all the time, no matter how many times the old story comes up and says, nah, that's a lie. It's not a lie. It's not a lie, because the 4D and the 5D dimensions is where you can be the truth of who you are. And then that's pushed out of you because you have to become it. You have to become what it is your heart's desiring. So you need to have inner conversations that are going to support that. I am with my SP. Say that every time you feel like where they are and what they're doing. No, I am with my special person. We are together now. We are committed. And every time you get a thought, yeah, but they're out there doing something with someone else. No, they're with me. It's just the two of us. And you keep countering that. Eventually it gets a little easier, but you have to stay on top of it. And why not? When you know that your inner conversations are creating your outer world, what you are experiencing now in the 3D is as a result of what you've been thinking and saying to yourself. So stop saying the things that you don't want to experience and say the things, even though it feels unbelievable, even though it seems impossible. Creating a vision, move into an imaginary world and live from there. And the more you do that, it's going to become who you are. And the universe, the subconscious mind, manifests back to us that which we are. It's reflected back. It's not what we want, it's what we are. So you can pray all day, oh God, I want this, I want this. Well, it's not going to happen until you are the person that your heart's desiring to be. And then everything must conform to that, including your specific person, including your health, including money. It all comes down to staying on a strong mental diet so that you talk to yourself only of the thing that you want and that you have it now. Have it now. And remember that the universe will only give it, what you push out is going to be reflected back. You are creating right now the very thing that is going to show up in your future. So make sure it's something that you want and that your inner speech is totally in alignment with what you want. Okay, that's cool for today. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, remember I do one-on-one coaching. I'd be more than happy to talk about the particulars of your situation and help you through that and give you intentions and assumptions and help and support in whatever way you need. So blessings and thank you.